Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. Today, what I want to do is I want to talk about a couple different topics. I want to talk about some personal development, I want to talk about some finances, and I want to talk about the women, of course. You know, every man's three favorite topics. Well, at least every man who wants to be somebody's three favorite topics. So, check this out, guys. Let's start with personal development first. So, as a lot of you know, personal development is a big thing in the man space today, or the manosphere, right? Every man seems to be working on himself, wanting to be the best version of himself. But really, how many people are trying to be that person, right? I mean, we struggle with it every day, myself included. But when it comes to personal development, and when it comes to finances, and when it even comes to women, all three of those things need one thing, and that's consistency. You have to be consistent in how you do everything in those three things, right? For your personal development, if you go to the gym, you want to have, gains, you want to have that body fat percentage that's low, you want to look good. That all takes consistency in going to the gym, right? It's discipline, it's consistency. You need to have that in order to get those results, right? In finances, you have to be consistent with making money. So if you are in sales, if you're an entrepreneur, you have to be on the phone consistently trying to get in clients, trying to get sales, trying to get leads. It's all consistency. If it comes to the females, you have to consistently talk to women. You have to be consistent in trying to, you know, get your game right, or I shouldn't say game, but your approach. If you're cold approaching, or if you're on dating sites, how you send your DMs or whatever. It all takes consistency in order to get there. You have to be consistent, right? And a lot of us, I feel like we're not consistent enough because we don't have the discipline. And when you lack discipline, or you only half ass it, and you're not fully dedicated and not fully disciplined, you're not going to get where you want to be. You're never going to get there. I mean, it's all a work in progress. But just think about it like this: if you are consistent and you are disciplined, in a year, your life can be totally different than where it is right now, right? So, for personal development, what you really need to get a grasp on is your discipline. How disciplined are you willing to be to become the best version of yourself? How bad do you really want to be that best version of yourself? How bad do you want it? Do you want to be where you're at now for the rest of your life? Do you want to stay stuck in some job? Or do you want to become, you know, the best version of yourself and be free? I'm not saying you have to be an entrepreneur, but you want to grow. You don't want to be, overweight. You don't want to be stuck in a job you don't like. You want to become the best version of yourself. So you need to have the discipline, and you have to be consistent. All right. The second thing I want to talk about: money, finances. So I heard Luke Belmar talk about this the other day, and man, just the way he put it together, I can't say it the same way that he did, but pretty much what he was saying is that money is like a river, like the water in a river. Cash flow. What does a river do? It flows, right? Who controls the flow of the river? The river bank. Who controls the cash flow? The banks, right? So if the banks control the cash flow and the money is flowing in a direction, what do you need to do? You need to place yourself in front of the flow of the money, or in front of the flow of the water. And what's going to happen? You're going to get wet, you're going to get money, right? So that's pretty much what Luke Belmar was saying in the interview that I seen the other day. And when he said that, man, it was like, boom, mind blown, right? Because I've heard other people like Tate say before, you have to be where the money flows. You have to put yourself and position yourself in front of where money is flowing to. You have to do the research, you have to study where things are going and where the money is going to flow to next, and you need to position yourself in that area so that you can become successful, so that you can get in on what the next big thing is going to be as far as the money maker, right? And I mean, just look at like Bitcoin. Look at some of like these crypto pumps that these kids and these other guys got in on during COVID, right? Crazy the amounts of money that were made. But the only thing with that is that those people might have got large amounts of money, but they didn't learn the hard work behind the money, right? And to be honest, it's cool to have a bunch of money or to get a bunch of money off of like a crypto pump, an NFT pump, whatever. But if you don't know how to do hard work, you're going to expect your money to come easy like that all the time. So even if you do come up on some money easily, you still want to be able to try to have some kind of business or have some kind of job to where you can understand the meaning of hard work. That way you can always appreciate your money. You can always appreciate going to hustle for that money and what you have to do in order to get that money, right? So the third thing I want to talk about is women, females. Gentlemen, look, if you are just a normal dude, I'm a normal dude, right? I'm no high value alpha male or anything like that. And I, quite frankly, I hate using those terms, right? I'm not rich by any means yet. I'm on my way. I'll be there, but I'm not there yet, right? So for me, dating is not a number one priority right now. Of course, if I come across, you know, a good time, or, there's, someone who, I want to meet up with or go out with or something like that, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But that's not where my main focus is. I'm not in the gym every day trying to talk to every girl in the gym. I mean, I talk to them because that's just the kind of person I am. I'm outgoing, I'm friendly, I'll talk to anybody. But I also do that too because that helps with being able to conversate with women. If you're just some weirdo who goes into the gym and doesn't talk to anybody, people are going to look at you like you're a social outcast. You know what I mean? Like, who the heck is this guy? You want to be able to have conversation, and you want to be able to have conversation with women. It doesn't matter if she's a 10, if she's a 5, if she's a 3, if she's a 7 or an 8. Doesn't matter. Talk to them. Don't be afraid to talk to them, because eventually, when you become the best version of yourself and you're out of being a normal guy, you'll be able to not be socially awkward around women. And I'll tell you what, man, most guys, that are of a higher value, that are around a network of other guys that are of higher value, they know when dudes are in a scarcity mindset when it comes to females, and they won't deal with you, man, because most guys will snake a guy out for a chick, dude, because they are so used to not having the accessibility to females. So don't be that guy. Be the guy who is in the gym, who talks to all the girls. Doesn't matter if they're hot or not, because it's only going to help you with being more outgoing and being more social. And it's going to help you from being socially awkward. So, guys, I hope this video helped you guys out with a little bit of information on those three things. Of course, I will go more into depth in different videos on those three things as well. And I will, talk about a few different things that have to do with that. So, guys, do me a favor. If you got any value out of this message or out of this video, go ahead and like the video. If you know of anybody who might get any value out of this video, do me a favor, go ahead and share it. And if there's anything that you want to talk about, go ahead and drop a comment. I'm always up to for discussion. I'm always open to it. I will respond to the comments accordingly. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It would help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.